please be seated. Good evening, everyone. My name is Doreen Julissa Castañeda Aguirre, and I am this year's ASB president. Welcome to the 61st commencement ceremony at Indio High School, as we honor 405 graduating seniors. Before we begin this academic celebration, let me remind you to silence your cell phones out of courtesy to those around you and to our graduates. Please enjoy the ceremony. After the fireworks at the end of the evening, our principal will have some final remarks before we invite families to the field to celebrate with your students. To begin our evening, I invite you now to please stand for the posting of the colors by Indio High School Cadet Corps, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag and presentation of our national anthem by my talented graduating classmate, Miguel Millán. And for the cadets to complete the posting of the colors. Please place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome all parents, faculty, alumni, friends, family for joining us on this special night. To my fellow graduates, today is an ending and a beginning. In a couple months, sorry, you may be seated. Okay, I'll start lower. On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome all the parents, faculty, alumni, friends, family for joining us on this special night. To my fellow graduates, today is an ending and a beginning. In a couple months, we'll be living a completely different life. We're about to be exposed to new environments with new ideologies and new influences, and it's crucial that we remember to be loyal to ourselves and our core values and beliefs. To remember in life, we can't count on being born great or having greatness thrust upon us, but always remember that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our own grasp. Remember, you can do whatever you want in life, you just have to be willing to work hard to get it. Mi máxima inspiración siempre vino de mi papá, Sebastián Aguirre, y mi mamá, Erika Aguirre. A mis padres que sacrificaron todo para este momento y los años que vienen, que trabajaban cada mañana y noche a pesar de todo el dolor de cuerpo que siempre tenía. Todavía se presentaron a trabajar. Aunque que no podía seguir tanto como yo quería porque siempre estaba trabajando, fue mi motivación a seguir, demostrando lo que significaba sacrificar y trabajar duro. Y por eso mismo hice mi mayor esfuerzo en la escuela, porque si mis padres llegaron a los Estados Unidos sin ninguna ayuda y sin hablar inglés, yo no tenía ninguna excusa para no intentarlo o echarle ganas. Te quiero, mami, papi. To both my sisters who had to sacrifice their childhood and teenage years in order to take care of me, I love you guys so much and thank you for everything. To the class of 2022, if there's one piece of advice I can give you is to keep going. There will be people in your life who will try to belittle your success and accomplishments, say negative comments to try to bring you down. Regardless of what people say, don't let that be the reason you stop believing in yourself. If I would have listened to every negative comment that a person has said about me, I would not be standing here giving a speech. So just keep going, live your life, enjoy it with your loved ones. We still have so much time ahead of us to figure out what we want to do in our life. And to my fellow peers, this is our first step to achieving everything we ever dreamed of. Lastly, I would like to end by saying, class of 2022, this is a start to a new era. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as ASB president, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you Principal of Indio High School, Mr. Derek Lawson.
It is an honor tonight to welcome you all to the 61st commencement ceremony at Indio High School. Before I make any introductions of our special guests, there are some very special people we would like to welcome tonight. First, I do want to say welcome to all of you that are viewing on the internet as our graduation is being live streamed for family and friends far and wide that couldn't be here. But the first and most important guests that are here tonight are not the graduates. This is their ceremony, but they want to say welcome and thank you to some of you. In these stands, we have the parents and guardians of 405 seniors. All of you parents and guardians have spent the last 13 years of their schooling or the 17 and 18 years of their life working hard to make sure that this night happened. Through lots of hard work and through your sacrifices, this moment has become a reality. I told them 4 years ago, if you blink, it will be your senior year. And then I told you in August, if you blink, it will be graduation. And this morning at practice, I said, blink twice, and it'll be time to walk across the stage. So I'm going to ask all of my graduates for just a brief moment to stand and face you. And mom, dad, guardians, we would like to say thank you. So graduates, join me as we stand, and we want to say thank you, mom and dad. We give you a round of applause to show our thanks. Take it in. Thank you, graduates. And seniors, you may be seated. We wanted to be able to say thank you for all of your hard work to support them to make graduation possible. I would like to introduce our special guests tonight very quickly, and I'm going to ask you to hold the round of applause until I've introduced all of them. Joining me on the stage tonight, I'm very proud to introduce to you, first of all, our superintendent, Scott Bailey. Our assistant superintendent, who will be joining us as the superintendent in another month, as our superintendent is now going to be retiring and enjoying a brand new grandbaby. First grandbaby was born today. So we want to introduce to you Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer. Also from our school board joining us, from our cabinet, Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services, Miss Laura Fisher. Assistant Superintendent of Personnel Services, Dr. Joseph Hyde. Representing our School Board of Education, Mrs. Tricia Pierce. And then one of our speakers tonight, representing the Board of Education, and I saved her for last because she is a proud Raja graduate, Mrs. Anna Conover. Representing the City of Indio, I am proud to have former graduate and the current mayor, Wayman Furman, our mayor pro tem, former graduate, and currently giving his gift of time, substitute teaching for us to get us through the end of the year in a class that I will tell more about in just a moment, and that is Oscar Ortiz. And then I'm proud to have on stage with me a former graduate from the class of 77, just before me. When I was a freshman, she actually terrorized me. She terrorized me and her little sister. I had to put that in. But joining me as a former graduate, former attendance facilitator, former dean of students, and then assistant principal here at Indio High School, and currently the principal of Thomas Jefferson Middle School. She is retiring this year, but I invited her so that she could say farewell to some of you who were her students at Jefferson as principal, and that is Mrs. Margot McCormick. Proudly tonight, I'm supported by 4 wonderful assistant principals, 2 that are with me on stage and 2 that are out running the show to help make sure everything works smoothly, and that is Mrs. Monica Rodriguez, Mrs. Amy Druyan, Mrs. Marcy Herrera, and Mr. Rich Pimentel. I still couldn't do this job if it wasn't for an outstanding support team of our instructional coach, Mrs. Jessie Reese, our ASB director, Mrs. Lucia Marinas, and helping to bring back all those victories this year, our athletic director, Mr. Ron Shipley. And proudly seated to my right, you will see a group of people who are just as proud of you as your parents are, and they have worked just as hard for many countless hours to help you reach your potential and to arrive at this moment. Seated there are teachers and counselors who have given great amounts of their personal time to sponsor your clubs, to provide tutoring, and to continue to learn the latest strategies and information to help teach in their classroom for you to succeed, and many times to be a listening ear to help you with college applications, the FAFSA, sponsoring a scholarship, or just being a listening ear when you were going through something difficult. Tonight, I want to say thank you to the most dedicated and caring staff that there ever was on earth, and they all happen to be Rajas. Before I explain to our parents about the honors that they see across the front and the circle of honor, I do want to ask you to help me to join me and honor a beloved staff member that we lost this year during the pandemic. He gave 27 years to this school as our photography teacher, and many of you students had him for a class. Many of you parents that are in this crowd had him yourself as a photography teacher when you were at Indio High School as a student. And so tonight we have in the staff section a seat that is empty, but there is a red rose placed there, because I would like to honor with a moment of silence Mr. Keith Jackson that we loved, that we lost this January. Would you join me for a moment of silence? Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for investing in our lives at Indio High School for 27 years. Surrounding the stage, we have seats of honor across the 4 sections, and you will see seated in the front of each section are students who are being recognized for outstanding leadership, academics, service, and attendance. In our white section, we have our ASB student leaders. This year, in our red and silver section, because we note instead of 26 students, we have 43 this year who are summa cum laude top academic scholars and champions. With the honor of white robes. And then in our blue section, our academic leadership Renaissance leaders and our students with perfect attendance. And while we speak of perfect attendance, I always enjoy this because we've had a few students that have had 1 year of perfect attendance, but this year I am so proud to share with you a student who has 720 days or 267,500 minutes of perfect attendance at Indio High School. Raheem Shepard, would you come join me? Before his first day of high school, he and Mom came for freshman orientation, sat in my office, and we're at the round table. And Raheem, I don't know if you remember this, but you told me then, I'm going to graduate with perfect attendance. And I said, really? And you said, yep. Well, here it is. And then with 5 years, this began in 8th grade, 900 days of perfect attendance, or 333,375 minutes. Aaliyah Luna, would you come and join me as we honor you for 5 years? Then starting not in middle school, but in 5th grade, so 5th grade, all high school with 8 years, 1,440 days, 635,000 minutes of perfect attendance. Diana Sixtos Lucas. And Mr. Bailey, you're going to be in this next one because this is a huge accomplishment. With 2,340 days of perfect attendance, almost 1 million minutes, 969,375 minutes, perfect attendance since kindergarten, all 13 years of school. He knows, as he's coming up, I'll tell you his name in just a second, but what makes me even more excited is that his family believes in school so much that he's the second member of his family to attend Indio High School and earn this award, Mr. Aldo Perez. Second member of the family. So I think you need to. Thank you. We'll take it over here. An amazing, amazing accomplishment. Tonight, parents and family members, you will see students with very particular distinction in scholarship at Indio High School that are afforded the opportunity to graduate with special honors. You will see in white robes our summa cum laude students who have a GPA, a grade point average of 4.0 and higher for all 4 years at Indio High School. You will also see, aside from their blue stole that says summa cum laude, you will see the next group of students wearing a stole that says magna cum laude. They have a GPA of 3.75 and higher and are wearing a red stole. And joining them are students wearing a white stole that says cum laude for a GPA of 3.5 and above for all 4 years. Additionally, students with the highest honors in every single one of our curriculum department have the opportunity to be recognized for their outstanding achievement in each discipline area. So you will see beautiful colored cords that represent each of the different subject areas where they are awarded for their outstanding achievement. Additionally, our students have met the series of course requirements not only to graduate, but to be prepared to enroll in a college or university by taking courses that are called A through G. I'm sure you've heard that a lot. That means that they are ready for college. By achieving A through G readiness, you will see on the field, some of them are wearing a gold tassel. And I am proud that almost 240 of them are out there tonight. That's double where we started 5 years ago. So I am proud that they are working hard to be college and career ready. Also, I have a special recognition. It is an honor to introduce you tonight to our most inspirational senior. 4 years ago, on their first day of their freshman year, they were invited to sign a white cap and gown by making the commitment that 4 years later, they would walk across the stage and receive their diploma and be a proud graduate at Indio High School. In doing that, we told them that on graduation night, they would select, not administration, not teachers, but the students themselves would select who they felt was the most inspirational senior that would have the honor of that gown at graduation. This young lady inspired not only her peers, but our staff as well. And I would like to ask her to stand and be honored. Congratulations, Ms. Haneen Abu Hamad. She's a friend to everyone and treats everyone more like family rather than a classmate. She's an inspirational young lady, and she is looked upon as a role model by many people who want to be just like her. She inspired all of us to be better and to do better, and she is the epitome of what it means to have Raja pride, and if anyone deserves that award, it is her. We are very proud of her as our most inspirational senior and honoree. With that, it is a privilege next for me to introduce to you a proud graduate of Indio High School, a member of our school board, who tonight is going to share some comments on behalf of the board to welcome you and to encourage our seniors on this momentous occasion. And it is an honor to introduce to you Mrs. Anna Conover.
I don't knock it down. There we go. Buenas noches, estudiantes, padres, familias, amigos y personal. Mi nombre es Ana Margarita Conover y en nombre de la Junta de Educación de Desert Sands y el superintendente Scott Bailey, quiero agradecerles por acompañarnos esta noche. Es un verdadero honor estar aquí, ya que yo misma soy graduada de Indio High School, clase de 1985. Good evening, students, parents, families, friends, and staff. My name is Ana Margarita Conover, and on behalf of the Desert Sands Board of Education and Superintendent Scott Bailey, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It is truly an honor being here, as I myself am a graduate of Indio High School, class of 1985. Esta noche celebramos lo que han logrado, pero quiero animarlos a pensar más allá de hoy. Algunos de ustedes ya tienen planes, mientras que algunos de ustedes realmente no lo han pensado. Quiero animarlos para que lo piensen. El futuro que están mirando es muy diferente del futuro que yo vi cuando me senté en su asiento hace 37 años. Tonight we celebrate what you have accomplished, but I want to encourage you to think beyond today. Some of you already have plans, while some of you haven't really thought about it. I want to encourage you to think about it. The future you are looking at is very different from the future I saw as I sat in your seat 37 years ago. Ustedes, la clase de 2022, son el futuro y quiero que piensen en un futuro en el que puedan sentarse a la mesa y ser parte de la toma de decisiones. Si quieren vivir en un mundo mejor, tendrán que crear un mundo mejor. You, the class of 2022, are the future, and I want you to think about a future in which you get to sit at the table and be a part of the decision making. If you want to live in a better world, then you will need to create a better world. El presidente John F. Kennedy dijo, pensemos en la educación como el medio para desarrollar nuestras mayores habilidades. Cualquiera que sea el camino que decidan tomar, ya sea ir a la universidad, comenzar una carrera o ingresar al ejército, solo recuerden que esta no tiene que ser la última vez que reciban un diploma. La educación es importante. ¿Cómo sería nuestro mundo sin personas capacitadas en tecnología, ciencias, ingeniería o matemáticas? Tengo fe en que ustedes, mis compañeros Rajas, tendrán éxito en lo que decidan hacer porque están preparados para la universidad y la carrera. Felicidades. President John F. Kennedy stated, let us think of education as a means of developing our greatest abilities. Whatever path you decide to take, whether it be going to college, starting a career, or going into the military, just remember that this does not have to be the last time you receive a diploma. Education is important. What would our world look like without people skilled in technology, the sciences, engineering, or mathematics? I have faith that you, my fellow Rajas, will succeed in whatever you decide to do because you are college and career ready. Congratulations. Padres, ustedes cuyo arduo trabajo les ha permitido que su estudiante esté aquí esta tarde, gracias. Como padres, nuestras esperanzas y sueños son que nuestros hijos sean felices, saludables, exitosos y que tengan una vida mejor que la que hemos tenido. Los reto a apoyar a sus hijos a ser más, a ser mejores, para que puedan superar al próximo desafío. Parents, to those of you whose hard work has gotten your student this far, thank you. As parents, our hopes and dreams are that our children are happy, healthy, successful, and that they have a better life than the one we have had. I challenge you to help them do more, to be better so that they can overcome the next challenge. Quiero agradecer al señor Lawson, la facultad y el personal de aquí de la Escuela Secundaria de Indio. Como educador, sé las horas que ha dedicado para que los estudiantes lleguen a este punto. Han asumido el desafío de brindarle a esta generación no solo una visión, sino también el estímulo para hacer más y hacer más. La labor de educar nuestro futuro es importante y se les agradece. I want to thank Mr. Lawson, the faculty and staff here at Indio High School. As an educator, I know the hours that you've put in to get the students to this point. You have taken on the challenge of providing this generation with not only a vision, but with the encouragement to be more and do more. The work of educating our future is important, and you are appreciated. Gracias y felicidades a la clase de 2022. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Seniors, it has been my privilege to be your principal and to thank each one of you for making this such a memorable year and inspiring me daily to give my very, very best. Last week I was speaking to some of you at Mission Beach, and we were talking about how it felt to come back to school and be here in person for our senior year instead of having to be at home during the pandemic. We talked about how it felt to come back and have the opportunity for homecoming and pep rallies at the prom, Mission Beach, senior sunset, and now graduation in person. I want to say how proud I am that so many of you chose not to let the pandemic cause you to lose your commitment to your academic excellence and to your Raja positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence, but you rose to the challenge. When I describe the class of 2022, one word to me sums it up best, and that word is resilience. It's for that reason I'd like to share with our audience that the class of 2022 tonight, why I think you are so resilient. I look back at this school year, and I will long remember with great fondness some very special memories that you've helped to create. When I think of positivity, I will always recall Raheem Shepard. I will recall 4 years ago when you sat in my office with Mom and told me you were going to get perfect attendance. But what I'll remember more is that every single day in the cafeteria, what do you do when you come out of that line? Every day it's, "Good afternoon, Mr. Lawson," every single time he sees me. I will long remember with the positivity that I see from Jenny Garcia. It doesn't matter if it's week of the teacher, day of principal, boss's day, Cinco de Mayo, no matter what the occasion, she comes to find me to spread her warm sunshine, good wishes, and email and tell me hello and give me a kind word of encouragement. I've gotten more smiles and emails from Jenny than anyone else in the senior class. I will always remember the positivity of Christian Ramirez. Every Wednesday, Christian, when you come through the gate with a huge smile and you'd say, "Yes, Lawson, I'm going to cross the finish line. Don't worry, I'm going to cross there." And then I was in Longworth's class with my visitors from the national office, and you looked at me and called me over and showed me on student view. Said, "See, I told you." When I think of Raja respect, I will remember the drum line. During the pandemic, we couldn't be here, and I remember working from my office, and there were no students. Staff were working from distance. Students were all distance, and it was pretty lonely. And you know me, I can't stand to be alone, and I hated it. And then I'd see the drumline practice over in front of the ticket booth. And I'll never forget when we first came back and Elijah Rudolph was standing outside my office. And he brought the drumline over, and when I walked out, he said, "We're going to practice here so that we can cheer you up and make sure you know that somebody's here." I will long remember Jeffrey Berlinger quietly, with honor, coming in without recognition to make sure the flags were posted. When I think of integrity, I'm going to always remember Darlene. Darlene Aguirre was our student board member. And while she was serving on that board, there were a few issues that came to the board that people would get very passionate about and sometimes would get a little carried away. And I will never forget the beautiful, wonderful editorial that she wrote to the Desert Sun to remind all of our community, regardless of what we think about any issue, let's always remember to be role models for students and remember to always share our positions with dignity, integrity, and mutual respect, and reminded us all of integrity. I will always remember with great pride when I think of determination, Mia Puga, who in her sophomore year said, "Lawson, I'm determined. Before I graduate, I'm going to get one of those recognitions from the Desert Sun for Athlete of the Week." And how proud she was at the end of swimming season when she actually received that recognition. And that came true. I will remember with determination Ivan Arias, who came to the United States with the goal of learning English and having more opportunities, and how difficult it was because he would have to leave some of his close family behind who were pushing him to have opportunity. Not only did he come and learn English in a year, but he made the most wonderful video using WeVideo to help all of us understand what that struggle is like and how proud he was of learning. And now I'm proud tonight of his determination because he is leaving us after graduation to join our services and become a proud Marine. And I will always remember the determination of Miguel Ibarra. Because Miguel, it was your first time as a senior. We've had no plays, no performances for 2 years because of the pandemic. And so as a senior, he joined Circle Theater and ended up taking the lead in both of his first 2 productions, and then turned around and represented us well at the Shakespeare competition in the Valley. When I think of excellence, I'm always going to remember Rebecca Edwards. Rebecca, you were everywhere all the time like the Energizer Bunny, whether it's behind the scenes running the technical stuff for the theater upstairs in the booth or in the back helping with all the props and technical things that need to be done, helping teachers with clubs and teams with all the background work. You were everywhere all the time, and I was so honored when they named you the CIF Student of the Year. And I will always remember, Josh Huerta, that airborne catch during that football game when I thought you could fly. I will never forget that moment. And I will always remember at the very last 3 seconds of that CIF Round 1 basketball game, 3 seconds on the clock, and we were behind, and Jack Durant, you threw a three-pointer from the side. They called a quick timeout. You got the ball back, and with 1 minute and I believe 1.16 seconds. So in 3 seconds' time, 2 3-pointers, and we won the game. I will remember with excellence Miguel Mian trying out and singing during the talent show as a freshman and wowing all of us with his musical talent, and then becoming a finalist on the Spanish version of a show that's very similar to America's Got Talent. He was a finalist, and then to turn around tonight and be our guest that sang the national anthem. And when it comes to excellence, I will always remember Cadet Sarai Zaragoza. Because Sarai knocked our socks off when she came out, not as a cadet, but came out as an actress and a musician. And she came out as Ursula in The Little Mermaid and belted out that song. I swore she was the actual character from the cartoon movie. Each one of you have wonderful gifts and talents and abilities that you can share and enrich our world. All 405 of you in this very stadium tonight have the opportunity to share your gifts with the rest of us. I sat where you're sitting 42 years ago. And at my graduation at this school, my principal stood here and he said to us, "Tonight, I call on you to rise to the challenge and be the best you possibly can be. Whatever dreams you have of the future and whatever you would like to become is completely possible if you say, 'We believe in ourselves.'" Well, tonight I want you to know we believe in you and what you can do if you are determined to reach your dreams. But of course, you know me, I can't finish without saying something Disney, so you lose the bet. You know I'm a Disney fan, so there's an old movie that I don't think any of you saw, but there was a cartoon by Disney called Fox and the Hound. And in that movie, Grandma Tweed says to Todd, the little fox that she had rescued, she says, "Goodbye may seem forever. Farewell may seem like it's the end. But in my heart there's a memory, and there you will always be." Tonight, seniors, there's a memory here. And the class of 2022, you will always be there in my heart. You have many wonderful memories to hold in your heart, but I want you to use what you've experienced and learned. I want you to dream big and reach for those dreams, and remember that you have what it takes inside of you, and you will forever, from this point forward, be a Raja Scholar and Champion. It is now my privilege to introduce to you, from Renaissance, the 2022 Renaissance President. Join me in welcoming Ms. Tabitha Ramirez.
Good evening, my name is Tabitha Ramirez. I'm honored to be this year's Renaissance President. Renaissance helps promote academics on campus in a fun and positive way. Renaissance is an organization that has been impactful in my high school career. It has helped me grow and has allowed me to become a part of a new family. I would like to thank my director, Mr. Atkins, for allowing me to feel like I'm a part of a family here on campus, and for allowing me to always have a safe place on campus. So I really thank you for that. And Renaissance will always have a special place in my heart. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank my support system, to both my grandparents. You are my pillars, for without you, I wouldn't be able to stand. To the most hardworking man that I know, my dad, Robert Ramirez, I thank you for an inspiration and for teaching me how to push on even when life gets challenging. My ultimate inspiration comes from the woman who carried me for 9 months, my best friend, the woman who I received my name, my life's blood, and my looks, obviously. My mom, Michelle Cordova. Mom, you've always told me that I could be and do whatever I put my mind to. The sacrifices you have made for me in your life are without measure. I love you and I thank you for everything. Although there are many people I am thankful for, above everyone, I am thankful to my God for granting me the strength and knowledge to be where I am today. I can firmly say that it is because of him that I am here. So to my Father above, I am forever grateful. Now to the class of 2022, we made it and it's time to move on to the next chapter. The chapter where you meet new people, lose people, but most importantly, where you find your true self. I am certain that you will all do amazing things in your future, not only for yourselves, but for society. I encourage you to continue to move on without ever giving up on your aspirations, and don't let minor setbacks stop you from reaching your success. Don't forget to live your life to the fullest, take those risks, have fun, but most importantly, move forward. As Martin Luther King once said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But do whatever you have to do to keep moving forward. Moreover, remember to not only shoot for the stars, but aim for the moon. Congratulations to my Raja family, class of 2022. One last final time, VICTORY, that will forever be our Raja battle cry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you our athletic director, Mr. Ron Shipley, who will begin our presentations of senior special awards. Thank you.
Love you too, man. All right, good evening, seniors, family, staff, and distinguished guests. I'm Ron Shipley, your athletic director, and I'm here tonight to present the Ed White Award to 2 dedicated student athletes. The Ed White Award recognizes students not only that excel in the athletic arena, but the academic arena as well. This award is named after a great student athlete and Indio alum. In fact, we are gathered here tonight in the stadium that is named after him. Our first recipient of this award was a member of our volleyball and softball teams. She was the league's volleyball defensive MVP, the team MVP, and a first-team All-CIF Southern Section performer. She was a great all-around player that contributed an important role in the team's success in making it to the CIF Southern Section quarterfinals. She was also part of our undefeated 14-0 DVL champion softball team. A 4-year varsity player that helped her team advance to the CIF semifinals this year, and next Tuesday will compete in the regional and state championship playoff tournament. All this was accomplished while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Our female Ed White Award winner is Brianna Delval. Our second Ed White Award winner was a 4-year leadman on our basketball team. During that time, he was a 2-time DVL champion, team captain, and MVP of the team. This year, during his final season, he was voted as the overall DVL MVP, as well as receiving All-CIF Southern Section honors. He averaged 25 points per game and led his team to an undefeated DVL season and advanced to the CIF quarterfinals in the playoffs. He remained dedicated to his academics over his high school career and maintained a 3.5 GPA. Our male Ed White Award winner is Jack Durant.
Come over here. And presenting the Eisenhower Citizenship Award, Mr. James Atkins.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Atkins. I am the current Renaissance Advisor here at Indio High School, and I am here to present the Eisenhower Citizenship Award. Prior to the 1964 commencement, the administration felt that an appropriate companion award to leadership would be the Honor Exemplary Citizenship. Since former President Eisenhower was not only an interested member of our community, but also exemplified outstanding citizenship qualities. It is for this reason that this award was named in his behalf. Factors that go into getting this award. As a graduated senior at Indio High School for a minimum of 8 semesters, should be characterized by outstanding school citizenship. In addition, the more abstract citizenship qualities need to be considered, such as selflessness, cooperation, willingness to help others without consideration of self-recognition and devotion to Indio High School. The 2 people that are going to be recognized, that is the definition of who they are. Tonight I'm here to present 2 seniors with this award. The first student is a mentor in and outside the classroom. As a member of Link Crew, Renaissance, she has helped welcome new students to Indio High School and makes them feel as part of the Roger family. She has continued to be there for those students, both academically and socially. It is her heart of gold that has made her an outstanding student leader and deserving of this award tonight. In the fall, she'll be attending her dream school of UCR, where she will major in business. One day, she hopes to open her own floral shop and yogurt shop. In her words, and this is the best thing, whose day doesn't get better with flowers and frozen yogurt? So please, help me welcome to the stage, Yaeli Chavez. Another round of applause for Yaeli. The second student, she plans to study international study at University of Laverne, and her honors include National Honor Society, CSF, Head of Publicity for Renaissance, Renaissance Student of the Year. She lettered in multiple subjects in sports. She's a big part of the Renaissance team. She is a definition of what it means to be a student leader here on and off campus. In the past 4 years, she has put over 200 hours of community service as a member of Renaissance Link Crew, CSF, and National Honor Society. She has used those hours to give back to the local elementary and middle schools. Through city cleanups and feeding the homeless on several occasions, she has shown her desire to make the community she lives in a better place. On campus, she has helped with monthly campus cleanups and has been a driving force behind making sure students and staff are recognized. I am continuing to be impressed with her willingness to give of herself and her time to others. Like I said, she'll be attending the University of Laverne in the fall, and I know she'll make an impact there as well. Please help me welcome to the stage Aaliyah Grinstead.
And presenting our next award, the Kennedy Leadership Award, Mrs. Lucia Marinas.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here this evening to recognize these students. Following President Kennedy's assassination in 1963, the administration felt that a perpetual award should be presented to a graduating senior who demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities. This graduating senior must have been a student at Indio High School for a minimum of 8 semesters and should be characterized by unique, outstanding, consistent, organizational leadership ability demonstrated through the students' various elected positions. Tonight, it is my honor to award 2 students for the Kennedy Leadership Award. The first student embodies all the qualities of a leader. I have had the privilege of being her teacher for the past 2 years, and she is the kind of leader that makes an impact wherever she goes. Whether she is leading us in a pep rally, voicing her concerns at a school board meeting, or representing Indio at a community event, she leaves a lasting impression on those that meet her. In addition to serving as ASB president, school site council, and school board student representative, She is a life member of CSF and part of National Honor Society. The Kennedy Award is fitting for this student because in addition to her dedication to her leadership positions and her outstanding leadership abilities, she's committed to her community. As a first-generation student, a proud daughter of Guatemalan immigrants, she has used her role as a student leader to represent others and to use her voice to amplify the voices of her fellow students as well as the hardworking families in the Indio community. She has made the most of her leadership opportunities and her access to the process of local government. She will undoubtedly continue to lead with the same passion that she has here at Indio as she studies public health sciences at UC San Diego. Will you help me welcome Darlene Aguirre Castañeda? Thank you. The second student, I gotta read it from here. The second student is someone whose strength as a leader lies in his individuality, which he uses to be an example to others. He shows other students that it's okay to believe in yourself, which has made him a beacon of hope and an inspiration for many of his classmates. He is a student who has been there for his peers, as a friend, a mentor, a support, a cheerleader in countless ways. I've had the pleasure of getting to know this student through his work through the Renaissance program. He is also a member of CSF, an Honor Cord recipient in art, and a section leader in band. As this year's elected staff committee leader, he has led his committee in highlighting our staff and recognizing them for their success. He has put in many hours helping organize events that put a spotlight on others instead of himself. His compassion for others motivates him to put in the work to give back to the school and his community. This selfless spirit is what makes him an ideal recipient of the Kennedy Leadership Award. This student has proven that being true to yourself and your core values, even when that's going against the current, can get you exactly where you were meant to be and allow you to realize your goals. He will be attending UCLA in the fall, where he will study biology with the plan to go to medical school and become a neurosurgeon. Please welcome to the stage Gabriel Valenzuela Duran.
Presenting our next two recognitions are Alex Alexander Award and Catherine Hughes Award, Assistant Principal Ms. Monica Rodriguez.
Good evening. Alex Alexander started his professional career as a coach at CV High School before Indio High School came into existence. There, he inspired many students as a coach and inspired his peers as a mentor, both by his example and kind actions. Alex Alexander became the first principal at Indio High School when it opened in 1958. He continued to encourage, inspire, and lead many to unparalleled levels of excellence set by his own example until his retirement in 1969. He was an exemplary teacher, leader, and friend, both professionally and in his community. Some factors considered when selecting the recipient for this award were a graduating senior with a minimum of 8 semesters with leadership qualities, exemplary citizenship, and an encourager, especially by example. The recipient of the Alex Alexander Award is a student who is graduating with top academic honors today, and he will be attending the University of California, Irvine in the fall. Some of his accomplishments and accolades include Honor Roll, Student of the Month, California Scholarship Federation Life Member, Gold State Seal Merit Diploma honoree. He loves giving back to the community and recognizing his students, other students, for their great work and what they are doing. He started high school a bit shy and on the timid side, but has blossomed into a confident young man who believes in himself, advocates for other students, and leads by example. We've seen his hard work grow, and we've seen him and his hard work, and we've seen him grow into the leader he is today by pushing his own limits. It is those actions that inspire and encourage others around him to be better leaders and people. This year, he was selected by his peers as Renaissance Student of the Year. I am honored to announce that the student recipient of the 2022 Alex Alexander Award is your Renaissance Vice President, Cameron Rodriguez. This next award is the Catherine Hughes Award. It is with great pleasure that I present this next award. Some factors considered when selecting the recipient for this award were a graduating senior girl, a student at Indio High School for a minimum of 8 semesters, should be characterized by outstanding qualities of devotion, respect, loyalty, dependability, stick-to-itiveness, and continued and untiring service to the high school program as witnessed in the life and work of Catherine Hughes. The student recipient of this award is a student who is also graduating with top academic honors today. She challenges herself with advanced placement classes and is always willing to help any and all on campus. Over the years, you have seen her in Renaissance, National Honor Society, Link Crew, the Youth Advisory Council, School Side Council, and the tennis team, to name a few. This student is outstanding. She lets nothing stand in her way. She is very active in community service and has grown into an active, reliable, and ever-present leader. As this year's Renaissance president, she has helped organize and lead events, and she has shown her leadership through her work ethic and commitment to the school, community, and program. She is a living example of what it means to put into work and to help others for the sake of helping others, not for her earning recognition for herself. I cannot say enough about this remarkable young lady who plans to study nursing at the California State University of San Bernardino in the fall. It is my distinct honor to present this dedicated, incredibly caring, and dependable student with the Catherine Hughes Award, and that student is Tabitha Ramirez.
To present our Senior Service Awards, Mrs. Amy Druyan.
Good evening, Rajas, class of 2022. The Senior Service Award is awarded to 3 graduating seniors who have demonstrated tremendous service not only to their individual classes, but over the 4-year span to our entire Indio High School community and family. And this includes service on and off campus. Our first recipient of this year's Senior Service Award has been all over campus during her time at Indio High School. As a member of the girls' varsity soccer team, the Environmental Club, the Pride of the Desert Marching Band, the Circle Theater Acting Company, Skills USA, ASB, and Renaissance, she is everywhere. Most importantly, it has been said that she has a servant's heart. She is always looking for ways to serve others within the many organizations that she is part of. She takes initiative to look for opportunities to serve. This includes helping set and tear down for events, fundraising for groups, and volunteering to help wherever she is needed during events. Her mindset is always to put ideas into action and to do whatever needs to be done. Her service to others is not tied to any title or position that she holds. It is simply a part of who she is as a person and her character. She will be attending UCI this coming fall to study engineering. Please help me recognize Rebecca Edwards for her untiring commitment to Indio High School. Our next recipient of the Senior Service Award is Miss Lisbeth Espuro Peña. Academically, Lisbeth has consistently been recognized on the honor roll and received many academic achievement awards during her 4 years at IHS. While maintaining a high GPA, she has found time to help put on events on campus to benefit the entire student body. These events include academic rallies to recognize student achievement and volunteering for campus cleanup days. As a part of the Renaissance Staff Committee, Lisbeth has spent a notable amount of time honoring the staff at IHS. She does this in various ways, including celebrating everyone's birthday. Additionally, she has completed an internship in which she has helped provide support services to people in our community. Her counselor, Dr. De Lueta, said that she is one of the most hardworking, dedicated, selfless students that she has encountered. She continued to say that Lisbeth is a strong, powerful leader who is always willing to help others any way that she can. This fall, she will be attending UC Riverside to major in liberal studies education to one day become an extraordinary educator herself. Congratulations, Lisbeth, and thank you for your service to our community. Our final recipient of this year's Senior Service Award for the class of 2022 is Miss Evelyn Martinez. As a member of the National Honor Society, Evelyn has participated in many community service projects while attending IHS. As a member of Link Crew, she has mentored freshman students as they adjust to high school by facilitating meetings with them and other various social activities. For the past 4 years, Evelyn has also demonstrated her ability to serve as a leader on campus by showing up for campus cleanup days, academic rallies, Student of the Month ceremonies, feeding the homeless, as well as collecting food and clothing to give back to our community members. This fall, Evelyn plans to study science education at UC San Diego. Thank you, Evelyn, for all of your service to Indio High School.
In 1971, administration felt that we should recognize the senior who had been most instrumental in advancing the ideals of Indio High School, characterized by citizenship, personal growth, academic achievement, and unselfish service to our school. Tonight, it is an honor for me to present this final Principals Award to two students who exemplify the highest qualities of character. They are role models for positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. Both students have taken advantage of the opportunities to make this a better school. Our first student is a young lady who has the determination and dedication to do her best academically because of her personal convictions and determination to open the doors to reach her highest aspiration. She has an incredible work ethic, a confident personality that exudes a welcoming charisma to others. She worked hard cleaning houses with her mom and caring for her younger siblings throughout the quarantine, while still logging on every day to Zoom and maintaining her academic standing. Not only is she a hard worker, but she inspires and motivates others to be their very, very best by expecting excellence of herself and others around her. She always looks at what is possible and what she can do to make things happen. Through her leadership roles, she takes on the responsibility of mentoring and coaching others, and that has made her impact felt across our campus. She's been a member of the Upward Bound program all 4 years while she's been at Indio High School, giving up most of her Saturdays every other week and for the summer. She was determined to be better prepared for college, and she is, and she plans to study communications at the University of California, San Diego, and I am proud tonight to present the Principals Award to a student who best represents these qualities of leadership, and that is Miss Fernanda Robles Banuelas. Our next recipient is a young lady who has the determination to reach for excellence and all the while maintain the most positive, cheerful disposition of anyone I know. She was a member of the swim team and water polo team and named Desert Sun Athlete of the Week, January 22nd, after scoring 11 goals and after 2 years of persevering for that recognition. She was selected as a youth town hall ambassador. She started her own business at the age of 14, making and selling cake pops, Rice Krispie treats, pretzel rods, and chocolate-covered strawberries, saving up all the profits for her future in college. She's a veteran of our mock trial team since her sophomore year when she took on the role of witness and prosecuting attorney and was nominated by the County of Riverside for the Best Prosecution Award and won silver medal for the prosecution witness. This year, however, she served as the attorney for the prosecution team, which is one of the reasons for the first time in over a dozen years, our team made it to the Elite Eight in the county. She will attend UC Riverside and hopes to be one day a criminal psychologist or study law. I am proud to present the 2022 Principals Award for demonstration of a commitment to excellence, citizenship, service to others, and serving as a role model for the finest qualities of being a Raja Scholar and Champion to Miss Mia Puga. I'd like to ask the seniors, all of our seniors who are in our wonderful Pride of the Desert band, if you would please join your classmates. It is an honor and privilege to share with you while they are preparing. For the past 61 graduations, we have honored students with recognition for each of the awards that you have just heard, and I am proud of those that have joined their ranks. At this time, I would like to invite you to join me to welcome our wonderful Pride of the Desert band, as for one last time with our seniors, they have the opportunity to share with you an award-winning number as they perform Celebration to honor our graduates from the class of 2022. It is with great pride, Superintendent Bailey, it is an honor for me tonight to stand here at the 61st commencement ceremony at Indio High School to present this class to you. Tonight, as our seniors in the band are returning to their seats, I want to share with you that we recognize and honor all 400 of these students with 4 years of successful completion of the required course of study. On behalf of the staff of Indio High School, I am proud to present the finest Raja Scholars and Champions of the first high school in Desert Sands Unified School District as ready for graduation from high school.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lawson. Okay, class, let's make this official. By the power vested in me by the State of California and the Desert Sands Unified School District Board of Education, I officially recognize these resilient Rajas as graduates. Congratulations, class of 2022. Did you want to do a selfie?
Let's do it. There it is. And now, families, the moment you've been waiting for, I'm going to invite our guests on the platform to join me as we move to the side stages so that we can recognize and award our diplomas.
You're Diana, right? Diana showed you her connection name?
No, I didn't. I couldn't even get to her because Julian told me that if you were to do it, well, they're gonna. So we'll be here. Well, she's gonna have to. We're gonna have to. We're gonna.
Okay.
And then if you guys can just keep the cards when they give them to you.
Okay. Right there where the X is. Hello?
You want to stand right here in the middle? You want to stand in the middle? I just feel like this thing is in the way.
All right, let's get it.
I wonder if our students came back.
right here because then the students are going to have to go around them. We do.
Howdy. Last hurrah. We're started. Didn't say anything.
I'll just give them to me that way they stay in order.
No. I'm gonna start. Yeah.
Because they have to stay in order.
Oh my God. Okay.
For the picture, that's right.
You told me when to go in. You ready? Okay. Lisbeth Aispuro Peña.
Sarah Crystal Alvarado.
Kaylee Saraí López Romero.
Darlene Julisa Aguirre Castaneda.
Yareli Chávez.
Jessica Ayala.
María Guadalupe Martínez.
Michael A. Alvarado.
Ana Karina García.
Briseida Cabrera.
Néstor Martínez Silva.
Araya Alyssa Ardón Vega.
Alia Eileen Grinstead.
Alondra Barrios Navarro.
Rosalba Medina Partida.
Kimberly Deanne Cruz.
Evelyn Martínez Mendoza.
Jocelyn Cázares.
Brisa Muñoz.
Brianna Clarissa Del Val.
Tabitha Débora Ramírez.
Rebecca Susana Edwards.
Juliana Ochoa Palomares.
José Junior Temo Espino.
Misael Gavino Ríos.
Jennifer Emilia Garcia.
Dev Patel.
Eduardo Fausto.
Gabriel Ángel Valenzuela Durán.
Jimena Naomi González Flores.
Kaylee Paredes. Parales.
María del Rosario Félix.
Itzi Yasmín Guerrero.
Saraí Zaragoza.
Wait. Go.
Itzi Yasmín Guerrero.
Claudia Ángela Portillo Vidana.
Wendy Gamboa Trinidad.
Alía Angelita Luna.
Alía Destiny Hereida Vega.
Angélica Socorro Robledo Pérez.
Take a deep breath. Hold on.
Alyssa Renee Garcia.
Joana Belén Ojeda Sánchez.
Richard David Gomez.
Nancy Robles Pérez.
Jessica Murillo Martínez.
Aldo Pérez.
Gabriela Montserrat Gómez Cardoso.
Cameron A. Rodríguez.
Fernanda Robles Banuelos.
Rahim Malik Shepard.
Raúl González Ceja.
Brian Rodríguez Garibay.
Alexa Rihanna Satarain.
Diana Juliet Sixtos Lucas.
Corey Joseph Grubbs.
Gino Alexandro Garcia.
Jaden Rayleigh Rickard.
Iván Castro.
Hernandez Torres.
Lynette Rose Salceda.
Eileen Rivas Villaseñor.
Hannah K. de Garcia Abreu.
Pedro Lezama Garcia.
Kaylin Valenzuela Morales.
Ziana Chalchuitle Hue Rivera.
Hanin Salah Abu Hamad.
Vanessa Zailet Lopez Bravo.
Marilyn J. Williams.
Dion Eugene Rocha.
Yair Alexander Aceves Sotelo.
Nayeli Macias.
Angel Axo Espinosa.
Amaya Sierra Rodriguez.
Shailene Acosta Padilla.
Emilio Madera.
Gerardo Espinosa.
Yasmin Liana Rodriguez.
Karime Aguilar Ramírez.
Christian Gabriel Madrid Torres.
Trinity Marie Espinosa. Yes.
Eric Rodriguez Urquiza.
Alfredo Alfaro.
Joel Madrigal González.
Víctor Manuel Espinosa Hernández.
Sebastian Noe Rodriguez Yanes.
Kenneth Justin Handaran Alamor.
Matthew Christopher Rodriguez Magaña.
Akire Espinosa Mendoza.
Diana Yareth Romero.
Matthew A. Alvarado.
Alonso Alberto Magaña Lua.
Kay Esquivel.
Savannah Maxim Romero.
Candy Reyes Álvarez.
Alexander Maldonado.
Benjamín Fausto.
Eric Romero Cabrera.
Asia Mohamed Abdu Alawishka.
Esteban Martinez.
Melissa Félix Beltrán.
Alexia Romero Rábago.
Jimena Amaro.
Jefferson Angel Martinez.
Clarissa Félix Rivera.
Elijah Jameson Rudolph.
Carolina Amaya.
Jonathan Olivas Martinez.
Brian Fernández.
Jasmine Reese.
María Esther Amaya.
Ryan Anthony Martinez.
Celeste Flores.
Josune Fabiola Rubalcaba González.
Jennifer Andrade Campos.
Stephen Noel Martinez.
Daisy Scarlett Flores.
Christopher Dion Saavedra Smith.
Xavier Ray Angulo.
Ricardo Martinez Salazar.
Benito Flores Isidoro.
Christine Joy Moore Sabino.
Daniela Aranda.
Daniela Martinez Silva.
Rodrigo Fuentes.
Leslie Michelle Sines.
Evangelina Alexandra Arellano.
Chatsiri Mariel Medina Ambrosio.
José Fernando Gallardo Jr.
Felizardo Salazar.
Janet Arellano González.
I got you.
Jonathan Julian Mendoza.
Joshua Galván Estrada.
Gil Salcedo.
Abel Arenas.
Kimberly Mendoza.
Claudio Gamboa.
Angie Alejandra Saldana.
Jeremiah Caramelo Aravelos.
Matthew Mendoza Vasquez.
Alexandria Smith Garcia.
Bianca Sanchez.
Iván Arias.
Citlali Alejandra Mercado.
Alicia Ray Garcia.
Esteban Sanchez.
Víctor Miguel Arias.
She's over here. This is coming in the way.
Anaya Christine Garcia.
Yareli Guadalupe Mesa.
Marlene Viridiana Arriaga. David Ángelo García. Zuleika Arteaga.
Miguel Ángel Millán.
Kimberly Marie Garcia.
Valeria Sanchez.
Leonardo Ávila.
Alexander Lee Miller.
Mayra García.
Oscar García Sánchez.
Yasmín Areli Ávila.
Kaylin Alia Miranda Gómez.
Serena Marie Gabois Garcia.
Melanie Raylene Santana.
Isaiah Robert Ayala.
Corey Andrew Mojica.
José García Lara.
Andrea Santiago.
Yes.
José de Jesús Monreal Basulto.
Sergio Jesús Ayala.
Laura Giselle Spordone.
Manuel García Ramírez.
Angel Montano.
Silvia Olivier Ayala Silvas.
Matthew Shank.
Andrei Gómez.
Gabriel Montano.
Lisbeth Badilla Ríos.
Alexis Marie Serratos.
Angie Marie Gómez.
Eric Montejano.
Joseo Galilea Barbino. Isabela Guadalupe Gómez Becerra.
Farzeen Matthew Shatavi Sada.
Kimberly Rubí Barajas. Diego González.
Davion Ronnie Montes.
Yesenia Barrera Ceja.
Carlos Silva III.
Zachariah Rubén Doria González.
Yesenia Mora.
Jacob Barlet Cordova. Brandon Ryan Stewart González.
Chelsea Scarlett Sotelo.
Alejandro Bautista Miramontes.
Noe Salvador Morales III.
Christian Reyes González.
Evelyn Soto Zuniga.
Alejandra Rubrí Beltrán Camacho.
Antonio Morales Murillo.
Dalia González.
Sane Leanne Suarez.
Jeffrey Berlinger.
Irineo Moreno Sanchez.
Isabela María González.
Kimberly Ruby Tamayo.
Juan Diego Becerra.
Geraldine Moya Sandoval.
Kareem Jared González.
Corinne Audrey Tapia.
Ramsey Bojorquez.
Quetzali Juliana Munoz.
Jimena González.
Robert Giovanni Tejeda Hereda.
Adriana Brenes Razo.
Jonathan Munoz Ramirez.
Johan Gregorio Gracia.
Alexander Telles.
Nicholas Jeremiah Alexander Campbell.
Jesus Adrian Murguia Rodriguez.
Peter Valadez Graciola Wamaling.
Jordan Matthew Thompson.
Miguel Campos.
Omar Guadalupe Nava Contreras.
Gracie Melanie Gray.
Abraham Tiburcio Cruz.
Angie Gabriola Campos Trujillo.
Juan David Ochoa.
Esmeralda Guerrero.
Elijah Alejandro Torres.
Genesis Escarlet Cárdenas Garcia.
Destiny Monique Ocon.
Noe Israel Guillermo.
Savannah Monique Torres.
Paula Cárdenas.
Celine Amber Olivas.
Teresa Idalina Guillermo.
Skylen Marisalvia Torres.
Nathan Carrasco.
Andrés Olvera.
Valerie Rosario Gutierrez.
Nailea Torres Gallardo.
Adrian Castillo.
Duke Edward Ortiz.
Alondra del Consuelo Gutierrez Aranda.
Xochitl Mariana Tascano.
Ariana Olanis Castillo.
Viviana Silvia Ortiz.
Neftali Gutierrez Ávila.
Raúl Trejo Bernal.
Melanie Castillo Fuentes.
Janet Perla Ortiz Roldán.
Lisette Alejandra Gutierrez García.
Víctor Trujillo.
Daisy Alina Cáceres.
Rolando Pantoja.
Cesar Gutierrez Hernández.
Alondra Karina Urbina.
Brianna Cáceres.
Jorge Armando Paredes Mendoza.
Eric Guzmán Fierro.
Aaliyah Jasmine Urias.
Carmen Jolie María Cázares.
Angela Rosario Patino Ortiz.
Adriana Brianna Hernández.
Sarek Sael Urrea.
Daniela Cervantes Camacho.
Delaney Perea.
EJ Jesus Hernández.
Giovanni Anthony Valdez.
Alexia Elizabeth Chavez.
Brandon Dominic Perez.
Luis Hernández.
Carely Valdez Ayala.
Andres Nathaniel Chavez.
Dario Christian Perez.
Nadia Mariana Hernandez.
April Destiny Valdez Cerna.
Jason Brian Chavez.
Emanuel Perez.
Salvador Robert Ray Hernandez.
Henry Valenzuela Lazo.
Abigail Chavez de la Cruz.
Jennifer Perez Puente.
Jesus Hernandez Alvarado.
Adrián Varela.
Genesis Cassandra Chavez Cervantes.
Omar Perez Becerra.
Citlali Hernandez Tompansi.
Alexandra Vázquez.
Zaira Elizabeth Siriaco Zaragoza.
Joey Anthony Perez Chica, the GOAT.
Dulce Yasmin Hernandez Bailón.
Valerie Beverly Vega Valtierra.
Fernando Contreras Cárdenas.
Cristóbal Piedra Aispuro.
Junior Hernandez Bailón.
Daniela Vela.
Isaac Wright González Cordero.
Stephanie Gomez Piña.
Barbara Hernandez Canela.
Elijah Guadalupe Venegas.
Lucero Cortez Ariaga.
José Alberto Ponce.
Gael Hernandez Torres.
Iván Vera Anguiano.
Diana Paula Escupenici Cruz.
María Elena Ponce Cardoso.
Christian Herrera.
Noemí Alejandra Vera Figueroa.
Ramón Cruz.
Alexa Rubí Prado.
Marissa Herrera.
Carlos Jr. Vera Castellanos.
Ashley Lynn Curran.
Miabela Puga.
Yaritza Herrera Castro.
Gustavo Alberto Veroa Castillo. Ariana Esmeralda Ramírez.
Karime Castro de la Rosa.
Lisandra Villagrana.
Joshua Brandon Huerta.
Cristian Alexander Ramírez.
Oscar de la Torre.
Miguel Ángel Villegas Flores.
Miguel Ibarra.
Julian Jonathan Ramirez.
Inam de Mata.
Michelle Vion Cruz.
Cecilia Isidoro.
Marcos Joel Ramirez.
Cameron J. Diaz.
Jada Teresa Verdon Gandy.
Noe Islas Jr.
Tomás Enrique Ramírez.
Cindy Sainz Diaz.
How do you pronounce the last name? Wedeking. Joaquín Andrés Wedeking.
Irene Hasso Tapia.
Anías Angel Ramos.
Jovan Diaz. Karen Jimenez.
Daniel Hernández Zamora III.
Selena Diaz del Castillo.
Eric Everardo Ramos.
Tamia Chloe Loriva.
Isaac Guillermo Zarco.
Daniel Diaz Rojas.
Alejandro Daniel Razo.
Alondra Giselle Ledesma.
Steven Zavala.
Samantha Veronica Dominguez.
Rafael Miguel Razo.
Javier Alexander Ledesma Alvarado.
Jesús Zavala Palomares.
Salvador Omar Duarte.
Giovanni Anthony Reyes.
Ernestina Adriana Lenos Garcia.
Genesis Yareli Zazueta.
Jack Duran.
Miguel Ángel Reyes.
Cesar Ricardo Leos Fuentes.
Alexis Bernice Cepeda.
Angel Duran.
Saraí Reyes.
George Armando Leva Jr.
Brian Antonio Cepeda Vega.
Brianna Duran.
Anthony Reyes Castillo.
Emily Lopez.
Eduardo Reyes González.
Ryan Christian Duran.
Dama Mercado Corona.
Sierra Justine Lopez. Angel Lopez Moreno. We're done. Jose Armando Lopez.
Do they know we're done? Okay.
Samuel Lopez Garcia. Sylvia Lopez Hernandez. Gabriela Lopez Hurtado. Alanis Soledad Lopez Leon. Ashley Lopez Soto. Jimmy Laura Castro. Julissa Lucio Navarrete.
And you can just scoot it up.
On the 32nd of the month.
It's Sonic. I have it on Sonic. I have it on a good report that that's where he eats dinner during graduation season.
And Miss Irene, if you could come join us. And it is with great pride that I introduce to you your senior class president, Fernanda Robles Banuelos.
Congratulations to the one and only class of 2022. It has been my utmost honor and privilege to serve as your senior class president and speak before you all tonight. I wish you all the best of luck as you transverse into your new chapter of life. We are the class that set the example of integrity into accepting new changes and learning how to evolve. This is what made the senior class remarkably unique, our willingness to be stronger and persevere. My journey wouldn't be out the same without my many mentors. Help me join in giving a special round of applause to the best county department for help guiding us to this new phase of our lives. To Mr. Atkins for being my bestest friend and role model. 4 years ago today, I would have not thought I would have been the strong, powerful leader I am today if it wasn't for you. To Ms. Perez, Ms. Marinas, thank you for believing in me and being an inspiration. Para mis hermanas, gracias por haber sido mis mejores amigas y motivación. Amá, mi lucha ha sido por usted. Todo mi esfuerzo y dedicación ha sido para nosotras. A su hija, a la cual le dijeron que nunca podrá llegar aquí, yo misma me vencí y demostré que también yo puedo. Rocío, gracias por haber guiarme y darme la vida que mi madre y tú no pudieron tener. Espero un día y regresarles todo lo que hicieron por mí. Un saludo a toda mi familia y a mi familia de Zacatecas, quien me han apoyado desde lejos, y en especial a mi angelito Luis. Todo lo hago por ustedes. Ustedes son la razón en la mujer que soy hoy. Although after tonight, we'll be going into different paths, remember this: be different, be distinctive, be the best version of yourself, and prove them wrong. Thank you, class of 2022. Now, as your senior class president, I ask all the graduates to stand and join our classmates as we sing the alma mater one final time, the senior class of 2022, led by our fellow graduate, Irene Jasso Tapia. Okay. Hail to thee, O Indio High School. Hail scarlet and royal blue. As your faithful sons and daughters, we will always be true. On together is our watchword till our cause is won. Hail to thee, O Indio High School, beneath the desert sun.
And now, at the conclusion of our graduation ceremony in just a moment, we will begin with a fireworks ceremony and celebration, and then we will open the gates to invite our families to come and join us. But before we do that, graduates, as you are standing in front of me, I want to be the first to offer my congratulations to the class of 2022. You can now call yourselves alumni of Indio High School. So remember, I said blink and you'll be a senior. Blink and it'll be graduation. We're almost done. Just know that no matter where you go, no matter what you do in life, wherever fate may bring, know that in this world there are two kinds and two important truths. One, that you will always be a graduate of Indio High School, and the second, that there are only two types of people in this world. Those who are Rajas and those who wish they had. And now, get your caps ready. Now, as one of over 21,000 Raja senior scholars and champions who have graduated over the past 61 years, I want all 405 of you to show that Raja pride that can't be denied, and you may now turn your tassel from the right side to the left. You are now a proud graduate, class of 22. You are now an Indio High School graduate. Let the celebration begin.
Bumper crowd for Cliff. Bumper crowd for
Where'd all the time go? dressed up like a pillow, so she's all